Hello, how are you doing? How has it been for you? For me today, I am so hot. The weather is really hot. Even the AC is not doing anything. It's so hot. Like, I wish I can even assist the AC. It's not working with my hand. Okay, what's my thought for today? I was just looking at this project management term, retrospective meeting that we usually have, after a project. So what is a retrospective meeting? It's more or less like a structured session that gives our teams time to reflect on a completed project. It allows individuals or the team members, to highlight both the successes and the failures of a project. And then one very good thing about retrospective meetings is that you kind of identify the areas that you need improvement and reflect on the project as a whole. So while I was going through this aspect of project management, I began to ask myself, which I also want to ask you. If you have been in a relationship if you just got out of a relationship, have you done a retrospective meeting with yourself before you think of entering into another relationship? If you're done with a job, or you quit a job, or you're done with a job, maybe it's a contract, have you done a retrospective meeting with yourself before you move on to the next job, to the next position, to the next role? If an opportunity ended, have you had a retrospective meeting with yourself before you jump into another opportunity? Because when we don't sit down to ask ourselves, where did I fail? How did I serve in this project? What happened in this relationship? What were my flaws? What didn't I do right? How did I handle that business project? How did I handle my business that just collapsed? How did I handle my talent? So you must understand, how did I handle my clients, my customers? Was I people-oriented? Do I have people-oriented skills? Was I patient with my customers? Was I patient with the people that came to buy what I sell? It could be your talent, it could be services that you provide. We need to be doing having retrospective meetings with ourselves. Don't just wait when it's a collective something, maybe when it's a team, you're done with a project and then you begin to analyze it with your team. No. I always ask myself, this person that it's no longer in my life, what didn't I do right? What do I need to do better next time in case this kind of situation presents itself again? What lessons did I learn from my previous job? What were my mistakes in my previous job? I remember one of my jobs, I think my first or my second job, I realized I let my emotions to run things to an extent. And because I always took down everything that happens, both my mistakes, both my strengths, I was able to fix that aspect of me. Because I won't beat myself up for being emotional. Yes, I can be emotional, right? I can cry. I'm a cry baby, So I let my emotions to run a lot of things, and it was really a mess. Not negatively, but I didn't like it. Okay, so I took that, I noted that I need to work on my emotions. I don't want to see my emotions running me or ruining things for me. So, have you sat down to hold a meeting, a retrospective meeting with yourself for that relationship that you just got out of? That relationship that was a mess. Have you asked yourself, what happened? What went wrong? Where did I miss it? Where did my partner miss it? What can I do to improve myself so that when I get into the next relationship, I will not be a victim of the abuse, of the exploitation? You need to sit down before you get into the next relationship. You need to sit down before you get into the next job. I know it's very easy for us to apply and then a job comes, but I just want to plead with you, before you accept that employment later, just take a few hours or days or 1 or 2 days to just hold meeting, reflect over your previous role and your previous job. What didn't you do right? What can you do better in this new job? What are the lessons learned? What are the areas that you need to improve on? Just reflect, have a complete package. That way, we avoid repeating the same mistakes. And then you can also see what were my strengths in my past relationship, in the past job, in the past opportunity I had. What do I do to enhance my strength? Because we are supposed to enhance our strength and not our weaknesses. What do I need to do to enhance my strength? So, ask questions, have evidence to prove your points. For example, I lacked empathy. What are the evidences to prove that you lack empathy? You can begin to check the scenarios where you demonstrated a lack of empathy, where you let your emotions to have the upper hand, where you were being judgmental, and then in doing that, you find out the skills that you need to acquire. Because when you've done this, when you've listed these things, you will know what are the skills that I need to acquire. Moving on, is it people-oriented skills? What are the capacities? What capacities am I supposed to grow in? How do I enhance my business? How do I enhance my career? Because you had a retrospective meeting with yourself. So I just felt I should share this thought with you. Let me know what you think. Do you usually hold a retrospective meeting with yourself? If no, would you want to start doing it, because it's very important? Have a nice day. I'll see you some other time. Bye.